everybody? What is up? It is your girl EJ, and I got the ladies with me. We're here to talk about power. Y'all already know how it goes down on Sunday, and y'all, we finna get into it. Our girls are gonna be here soon. The rest of the ladies, but right now it's gonna be Tamika and I. We're gonna go ahead and get started. What's up to everybody in the chat? Thank y'all for coming through. What's up, Tamika? How was you feeling about this
Yeah,
episode?
it was all right. It was all right. I gave it a 7. I think I gave the first one an 8. I gave this one a 7. I enjoyed it because we got some answers, set up everything so we could know the direction we going in, even though we knew the direction we was going in. And I did feel like some time was going past, not much, but some, especially since we didn't have Monet in the hospital for a long time. So instead of them doing it that way, we kind of seeing her healing process, her doing her therapy. We finding out what Tariq and Braden been up to and all of that stuff. So I was fine with that. It was quite interesting.
Okay, that part. I did like that we got I feel like we got a more human side of Monet
Yeah.
in this episode. I feel like they tried to humanize her a lot more
hmm
and give you like some little glimpses. And I feel like if they keep throwing these glimpses of her past into it, like sprinkle them in there, I feel
hmm
like. I feel like maybe not everybody gonna change their mind about her, but I think you'll get a better understanding of where she's coming from and what she's doing, and I feel like she is trying to make amends. I just feel like she don't really know how, but she is trying her best the way she know how, but it just come off, it just come off the way it come off. But I think she gonna do okay. I got some theories that I'm thinking as far as this next episode. Let me make sure. Let me get this pulled up real
Yeah,
quick.
some people listen. I haven't looked at it, but I've seen because they put it in the damn title. So apparently, it's some new video that done dropped that's showing something, child. That I think a lot of people thought was gonna happen. But I get kind of annoyed. I know some people it bothers, some that don't. But I don't want to know everything that's gonna happen. Some things I want to be like, oh, okay, you know.
Nah, I
Mm.
feel you on that.
But
Mm.
when it come to power, we already know how it goes. So.
I forgot to edit this video. I'm still gonna put it in
What's
there,
up,
but we'll probably just
everybody?
have to
Lemon
take it
Kush
out at
Pepper
the end.
Queen. hmm
What is up, Queenie? Lemon Kush Pepper? Nah, I understand. Like, I feel like when hey, Inga Binga,
Hey, can
what's up?
y'all
What's
hear
up? What's
me?
up?
Because I was having microphone problems earlier. Can y'all hear me okay?
Yeah, I
Yeah.
hear you. We hear you fine.
Okay, because it was screwing up earlier. I was
Okay.
struggling, yeah. So,
Yeah, no worries. Yeah,
yeah.
I hear you good.
And I wanted to comment to something Tamika just said just now was the because I was listening backstage about she said I don't want to know everything that's going on. Well, stay out of that daggone Discord because they done put a whole spoilers page up there with the whole script for the whole season. You can
Oh
read the
yeah, I
whole
don't
script.
go in the spoilers. Yeah, I
Yeah.
don't go in
Hmm.
like
I
that.
peeked at it. I looked. I read a couple of
I'm
lines, but I
good.
just turned it. Yeah, I peeked at it because just being nosy. Because I said, what is this? So I said, let me
Inga
see.
said,
And
"What is that?"
it's the actual script from the thing. And so
hmm
and they said Tariq said this and this one said that and all. I said, oh okay. It's like
Yeah, a
reading the
lot of people actually be having the script, and when they be acting like they, giving theories, and it don't necessarily be theories. Is that they already know what the heck is gonna happen?
right. And
Absolutely. It's
yeah,
one channel that actually reads this that what they don't read it word for word, but they do talk about it. But they let you know. Hold on, let
yeah.
me see if
I
I got
mean,
something.
well,
hmm
I just peeked at it just to be nosy, but I said, something. I can wait to see what's gonna happen because I ain't got time to sit here and read page per page per page of this stuff. So
Nah, it just
yeah,
ain't the same.
no, it's just I can just wait and see it when it come on. Yeah, so I'm not that pressed that I got to know all the information up front.
Okay,
So
I got an
it was just
echo
funny you
somewhere.
said that to me
Does
because that's why I
anybody have
said,
their YouTube on by chance? Because I got an echo.
uh, I mean my volume and everything. Oh man, let me turn. My volume is down.
Hold on, let me make sure that I don't have any
I don't
YouTube
have
up.
nothing in the background on. Let me check here.
Thanks, Toya. Give me a second. I'm gonna see if I got any YouTubes on.
No,
Tamika,
not
take
that
over for
I
me just a
see.
second. I'm
Okay,
about to hop out and I'm gonna hop back in.
okay.
Is it me? Can you hear?
It's me, but I don't know where it's coming from. I'm just gonna hop out and
Oh,
hop back
'cause I don't
in.
hear any echo. So
I
yeah,
I
can hear
hear
it
it a
when I
little
talk.
bit. Yeah.
I'll hop out and I'll come back in. Tamika, just go
Okay.
ahead and take over and talk about something. I'll be back.
Okay. What's up,
and,
Candy
and let
Love?
me
What's
know if
going
it's
on,
me.
DeMarcus?
Yeah, let me know if it's me. Then because I was having problems earlier. So if it's me, I'll pop out too.
Hey, Latoya W. What's going on? Lemon Kush
Happy
Pepper.
Father's Day to all
Yes.
the
Happy
fellas.
Father's Day to
Yeah,
all of
all the guys. Yes.
How everybody feeling tonight? How y'all Sunday going so far?
So far, so good for me. Oh, Tamika, I went to go see the movie Bad
Oh,
Boys.
okay.
Oh yeah, it was good. It was good.
Yeah.
Even though some little things I kind of saw because people had already spoiled it.
Right.
Like Lamont had already spoiled it with videos and all that. But it didn't bother me. It was still good to go see it. So you were right. The movie was good, and I could see they could do another one the way it ended.
Oh,
So,
yes.
yeah. Yeah, they could definitely do another one, especially with that what's the young guy name? The son-in-law.
Dag, I done forgot his daggone name and
Is
I
it
kept
Tyrone
saying
or something like no, it ain't Tyrone. What is his name? Tyrell? Is it something like that? Whatever his name was. But anyway, that was funny. Yeah, it was definitely hilarious. So
Yeah, I enjoyed it.
yeah.
Okay, I'm
Reggie.
back.
Reggie. And I was here
you.
for Armando too. I was like, enough people ain't talking about Armando for me, okay?
Yeah, I'm talking about some Tyrone or Tyrell. His name is Reggie. I'm real off. Oh no, is it me? Am I the echo?
I'm gonna test it now. Am I still echoing? I don't hear me now.
I don't hear no echo.
No, it sounds good now to me. Let us know in the chat if y'all hear anything.
Thank y'all for correcting me. It's Reggie. I don't know why I said some Tyrell or Tyrone. I don't know where I got that from. I don't know. It's Reggie.
Jake brother. Who was you
I
talking about?
was talking about I went to go see the Bad Boy movie today. I finally went to go see it.
Oh, Reggie.
Yeah, and I'm up and calling him Tyrone and all this old stuff. So I don't know. Yeah. I was saying that when you went out and came back in, I said the way it ended, and I'm not gonna say anything because in case somebody who hadn't seen it, but it could be another part to it,
Oh yeah, I said that too. Me, they could make a couple parts. I don't see why not.
Yeah. They
They
could actually have him be like leave the Marines and be a cop. You know what I'm saying? So I could see it.
Oh yeah.
It was cute. I really liked it.
Did that for a reason. So
well, it made over $1 billion, so they'd have made their money back and more.
All the haters that said it wasn't going to be able to make nothing.
Yeah, right.
I gotta post that on my community tab too. I meant to post it. I had screenshotted, but I didn't get a chance to post it. All right. Okay, Toya said, "Don't start, DeMarcus. What you
don't start tonight." What did he say? He said something crazy.
I was trying to go back through the thing and see. I don't see it. He's talking about she's talking about don't start.
Oh, maybe she means just don't start with this with the power thing, I guess.
Oh, okay.
I don't know.
All right, y'all. Okay, y'all, let's get into this episode. We still waiting on Moochie. She was here, but then she popped back out. So we'll see if she come back in. Okay, so episode starts up, and we got Detective Don Carter out here doing the most. He done put a little monkey wrench in it for the Russians, y'all. Like he definitely is on his mission. Let's say it like that. He's on his mission to get rid of all the dealers. So that's one of the first things that we see when this episode opens up. I don't know why, y'all, but I don't think Don Carter is gonna live. I don't think he's gonna live. I don't see Detective Carter living in this series. What you got?
Child, he ain't living, but he gonna give them hell to the minute he go in the grave next to his wife.
That part.
He gonna give them hell.
I think he's dirty. I don't think he's on the up and up for some reason. I don't know why I feel that way. I just don't think something ain't clean with him. I don't think he, I don't know. I ain't feeling him. I ain't feeling the character. Not yet. So.
Okay. He might be. You never know. Sometimes.
Yeah, I mean, he could be clean. I just don't know. I just said something like he just, I don't know. But something about him just don't sit right with me yet. But I agree. I think he's definitely he might as well go pick out his casket and get his shovel because he's soon going to be he ain't gonna be around. I don't think he'll be
Okay.
around.
That part. Now we got our broke college students, y'all. Like these two are something else. It's so funny because y'all know I always say Tariq is getting his karma, and I'm not mad at Tariq getting karma. I can rock with Tariq and root for him to get karma because Ninja, you didn't have to be in the game at all, but you chose this. So now you just go ahead and accept it and you do what you do. But him and Brayden are so funny to me as they're going through the campus and they're just, they're walking. And, this part right here when Brayden was talking about how hot it was in there. But more interestingly, when they're walking through the campus and it's a different feel, what did you think about just this new feel of Tariq and Brayden, the Brayden and Tariq that's not in the game, that's kind of trying to figure it out, and the journeys that they're having to take right now for like 2 seconds. Tamika, you start, and then Inga.
Y'all, just in case, I don't know if I'm gonna get kicked out or have to go out and come back in. My internet is doing some mess. But
We all
I
have
didn't feel
problems with
sorry
that.
for them. I did not feel sorry for them. I said, y'all over here crying. You know how many times I have worked 3 jobs and went to school on a regular and had a brand new daggone baby. Listen, and look, I'm a hustler, baby. It wasn't the hustling that they was doing, but you got to have that hustle. You got to know how to grind. Y'all complaining about making $11 an hour. Try making $4 and change, $5 and change. I don't want to hear your damn tears because y'all chose this. This didn't have to be y'all life. So why am I feeling sorry for you? Yes, go work your 11 jobs if that's what you have to do. I was like, if they don't get the hell out of here with that.
Yeah, when Tariq faced Inga right here, boy, I just felt I said, boy, what you think, Inga? What's your thought process?
I agree with the comment Hope Lee. Welcome to the real world. I agree with
exactly.
Tamika just said. I have worked now I went out there on the street, as no street pharmacist, but I done worked 2-3 jobs, single parent, dragging my baby all up and down, getting on the city bus and the train and making a little bit of money and things like that. So I don't want to hear nothing about it. And you was in the game. Why don't y'all have any money? I said that in my personal recap. Where is the money? You or Braid, neither one y'all didn't save a dime. Y'all so busy buying Porsches and fancy clothes and Louis Vuitton, this and that, Gucci on. You ain't save a dime. Y'all don't have no money. I'm not buying it. I just like, no. You don't have
a nickel, girl.
It's not even a nickel. That's what I'm saying. You ain't have nothing. And so now I'm supposed to feel sorry because you got to sweep the floor and get some and take the trash out and stuff like that. No, that's on you if you didn't save any money.
That part.
I mean, because Tommy and Ghost would always have little stash spots all around town. They didn't stash no money nowhere. So come on now. And they've been selling, and this is my last thing, they've been selling product since high school. So it's not like they just started like last month or something. They've been doing since high school, last few years. And so you ain't save a dime, not $1,000, nothing. Come on.
Nada.
So I
didn't feel sorry for him. I was just like, hey, it is what it is. Welcome to the real world, like Hope said. Yeah, this was funny to me right here when Drew is all looking at, they have the mural of the Castillos on the wall, right? They have Gordo and I'm trying to see if I have a picture of the wall. It's right there. You can kind of see it. But it has Castillos on it, and then it has all of them on the wall. Even Franco trifling snitch still. But it has all of them there, and people are paying their respects to it. And you see Drew kind of get stuck on looking at Gordo's name. And I'm like, Drew, get out your head. Let it go. He gone. It's over. Let it go. But Kane is really trying to figure out, who who shot up his mom. But Drew knows all along. So they out here on this fool's mission, and Kane is out here breaking arms. How did y'all feel about this fool's mission? Because that's what I called it. Inga, you start, then Tamika.
I mean, this dude already got 1 broken arm. Now he got 2 broken arms. He can't wipe his tail and tie his shoe. Then he got 2 broken arms. Lord, I mean, this was just dumb. Kane never thinks. He's dumb as a box of rocks. And Drew got his head so far up, you know, he's still thinking about Gordo. Still got his head so far up his tail. But he knows the truth, but of course he can't. I mean, he don't know that it was Tasha, of course, but he knows that he's behind the whole thing going on, and you know he's not ready to tell the truth yet. But I just think it was stupid, you know. This poor guy, man, this guy can't even tie his shoe. He can't eat his food. He got this probably going to a damn nursing home and lay in the bed, have somebody spoon feed him to make it. So he can't do nothing for himself.
He better hope they don't come back and break his legs. I was like, listen, he shouldn't have even been out there standing. This was hilarious to me.
Right.
That was funny. Any thoughts on Drew, Tamika, before we move on?
He just, I mean, I was like, no, he's not gazing at Gordo picture on the damn wall. You know, Kane had to snap him out of it for him to hurry up and grab the guy. And even Kane was like, so you going, I mean, Drew said to Kane, you're going to break everybody arm in New York. And it's like, okay, if you know a better way for us to find out who the hell it was, which obviously he's trying to prevent that from happening, you know, then you take the lead, man. Where we going next? Like, you know what I mean? You don't seem like you doing nothing. So. Yeah.
Just doing the most. Drew be on my nerves anyway. So.
On my last nerve, yes.
And I can't wait for him to go because he definitely finna go. So now we got to talk about the next one. So everybody seems like they got their little wish that they've been asking for over and over.
All these men been wanting these ladies to be pregnant, and they finally got their wish. I don't know why they want the women to be pregnant so bad. You know, and you know, especially if you're not married, why would you want a young girl to be, you know, I didn't want them to write that. And no, even if I don't like the character, I still, if she ain't married, don't have no man in her life, why I want her pregnant?
Because this was what was gonna make her be able to stay around. This was to stop her from being taken out. She's safe right now. She in the safe zone.
That's Tariq's baby.
I told Brillo he about to be a grandfather.
Well, because Tariq was the last person she slept with. Because even though she slept with the other guy too, Salim or whatever his name was, right?
But she was messing with Salim on the regular.
Yeah.
So I think
so why is a possibility it can't be his baby? Why is it?
Y'all know they gonna make this Tariq baby.
Oh yeah,
they know it. Yeah, know it.
Yeah, of course. But if you sleep with two guys around the same time, it could be either one of them, baby. But they're gonna make it Tariq just for to make it juicy. Yeah.
No. And I'm all here for it because I just want one thing to happen. All I want to see is this baby grow up and say, "Teach me the game."
Right now, he gonna know how his parents felt.
That's it. And then after that happened, I'll be okay. What's up, Moochie? So glad to have you back, boo.
Hey, back from vacation.
Yeah, I gotta catch. I'm playing catch up, y'all. So
that's okay.
It's all good. We was just talking about Diana in this one, but I do want to get your overall thoughts just over the episode. We talked about Drew and his googly eyes over Gordo at that wall and them out on the fool's mission.
Hey,
and we also talked about Detective Carter.
I'm glad he got messed up the way he did. He's really messing up because he's desperate now. And I think it's gonna cause him a casualty. He's gonna end up being a casualty because of it.
I hope he go.
Oh, can I say one thing about going back to Carter? Is Antonio made a comment here, and I agree with this because this was something I was thinking about when I was doing my recap. Said y'all think Ghost did something to somebody in Carter's family? That's why he's coming for Tariq so hard. And I think I might have mentioned it, or I thought it anyway. If I didn't say it, I'm thinking he knows Ghost from the past. That's why I said something.
That's what I first was feeling.
I don't think he clean. I don't think he on the up and up.
I don't know. I was feeling that way from when they showed the clip, but then when I saw the whole episode, I just feel like he's just hard behind. Like he just one of them people that just want to go after.
And that could be true.
It could be a mixture. You know how power is. We never know what they're gonna throw.
That's right.
Show us later.
No, this is thoughts. That's all. I don't know.
But I was thinking that at first.
Yeah, that was my first thoughts too, because he said you smell like him. But then when you
Right.
Yeah, and I was like,
see
how
the
you know how this
episode-
man smell?
Yeah,
Right.
when you actually see the episode, it doesn't feel that way anymore. It feels
Mm-mm.
like he just got a hard on for
Mhm.
crime in general, or people who are dealers, like because of what happened to his wife, because
Right. Like
of
he
the
take
things.
that
That's true.
personal.
So I
Right,
don't
right,
know.
right.
It could go either way, but they
Mhm.
had me. Then I was like, now I was changing my mind. Like I really
Yeah.
don't
Once
know.
I seen the full thing in context, I was like, that came off so different in the trailer than it did in the
Mhm.
scene for me. And I did say
Mhm.
that when I was doing my review. I might have
He do
forgot. I
seem
don't
like
know.
he
I gotta
Yeah.
have a
watch it
revenge.
again. I only watched it one time, and I'm just saying, even if you didn't know him, why would you say a comment like that? That's a
Mhm.
That's
personal.
what I'm.
That's a
That's
personal
Yeah.
why.
attack to me.
That's what
That's
I
why I'm
said. Right.
thinking that he
Yeah. Like
knows
that was
Ghost.
weird.
Yeah, and like Derek B said, he on some revenge type of stuff. You
Mhm.
know what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
yeah, it could go either way. Like you said, we don't
Yeah.
know how they gonna
Because
write
I
it.
mean, they did say his wife was taken out by like dealers or whatever. So yeah, street.
Mhm.
Maybe it could have been Ghost and Tommy and them, or
Mhm.
back in the day. Some, you know,
So
Mhm.
it could be
never
so
know.
many different scenarios. It's
Right.
just
Right,
the scene just didn't play out the way that I thought it was gonna play out
right,
based
right,
off of the
right.
trailer.
I
Uh
agree. I agree.
Moochie, Dirty Diana, pregnant, preggers. How you feeling about this?
I I I mean, they was talking about it already, like before the season, before the like when they was talking about rumblings of them filming. I'm not surprised, but I just feel like it's what the younger people wanted,
Yeah. Let me go ahead.
and I don't know. I'm just
Seemed like
I,
the men wanted more than the ladies, though.
Yeah, I feel like I don't know why, but yeah, I mean, it is what it is going to move the story along. I won't say that it won't do that. It definitely shakes up and changes the narrative on certain things, and it brings about, like, I feel like it's an opportunity for even more, because we'll talk about this at the very end, once we get through this, because there's not a whole lot in this episode, to be fair. I mean, to be honest, I feel like this was just an episode of setups and
Yeah.
trying to push the story. Appreciate you, Latoya. Love you too, sis. Thank you for the super chat.
Well, so Moochie, you not. I'm sorry, I mean, I'm not trying to take over. I just want to ask Moochie a quick question. So, Moochie, you not going to plan the baby shower for Diana? Because I'm always doing the daggone funeral.
am I
Somebody got to do
am
the
I
baby
gonna do the
shower.
baby shower?
Yeah, so you do the baby shower.
Perhaps, baby, I will.
Yeah,
But I still think that he's not even gonna believe that this is his kid.
Yeah. I mean, he ain't gonna believe it, but it's gonna be yours, boo boo.
Yeah, that's probably why they at the doctor's office. He probably trying to confirm. Okay.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. She got mad at that doctor too.
Yeah, that doctor was being extra, just doing too much. Y'all know my life.
Well, the doctor was saying, well, no, she don't know her life, but she was just saying that it was kind of maybe a little on the racist.
Yeah, that
side
was
too.
definitely
It was racist. It was racist, but I was like, she, you know, she don't know nothing about her, but she was like, look, the baby needs to be in a safe environment, a decent environment, or something to that.
Yeah,
she
was doing
and she really don't know nothing about the lady, so that it was kind of racist.
But then again, her family is in the paper.
Well, that's what I'm saying. So I mean, that's the reason why I laugh. I said she got a little salty because she know her family life is not a good environment for no baby. You don't never know when bullets gonna come flying through your window or something over there.
You gonna say? Let
Yeah,
grandma
but you a
watch
doctor,
the baby while she go pick
But the
up
doctor
some...
don't know her from a can of pork and beans, so she shouldn't have said nothing. Yeah, like that.
Your bedside manner got to be better than that as a doctor. But to be fair, that's how a lot of people in real life are treated.
Yeah,
because
a lot of young black women.
Yeah, they treat black women like that. They don't recognize our pain, nothing. Yeah, so they definitely do that.
Okay,
That's
so we're
true.
kind of gonna move past this part, and we'll come back to it. But we all know that Effie is trying to get into the engineering program. Like that's been her thing this entire time at Stanford. There's an opportunity for her to have the interview. There's one spot left. That comes into play later, and we'll talk about that in a minute. It's not that important to talk about it right at this moment. we get another moment with Brayden, and it looks like his family is moving. I don't blame them. Everybody know where you stay. It's time to go. Brayden's dad doesn't look like he ready to forgive, so it is what it is. So we,
Man, I don't give a damn about that man. I wanted that truck to flip over on him.
okay, that part, because I don't like Brayden daddy no more after his old racist words.
Oh,
But
I ain't never liked Brayden daddy. He always was
Yeah, he
racist.
always was racist.
Mhm.
Yeah,
He was,
the
he
whole
was a type of person that tolerate black people.
right.
yeah, for sure.
Remember,
That's his character that he portrays. Let me just put that out there.
Yeah, I mean that. Yeah, remember, Tate exposed them last season.
With the with the whole blackface thing.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, the dude that was running, but they all in the same fraternity or
Right.
whatever it was. So it's all the same. But I felt like the next scene that we got was a much needed scene, because this is where we start to see them trying to humanize Monet in the sense of showing us she's going through therapy. Now we see, I don't know if this is her sister, her cousin, or her
Her
sister cousin.
cousin.
'Cause you know people have sister cousins. I know.
Yeah, I think. Well, I don't know. A lot of me and my friends have that. So yeah.
Yeah, because see, it was confusing. I talked about that too. Said, they kept saying cousin, but then the kids kept calling her auntie. But I do know
that happens.
people,
My own,
I don't do it, but I know
somebody that
call
does
their
that
cousins auntie.
Yeah.
Or
I have older cousins that I call auntie, but they not really my aunt. Yeah.
Yeah, I've never done it. My older cousins are just my big cousins. I never call them auntie.
And even some of my friends' mothers, I call them auntie, because that's just how long they've been around, and they older. So it's either Miss or auntie. I don't call them by their first name. So yeah.
Oh no, definitely don't do that. Yeah.
And for me, my cousins that are my age, when they're calling their aunties auntie, it feel weird for me to call them by their name. So I always called them aunties, even though they were my cousins, but they were their aunties, but they were my cousins, and it just felt weird. So it just kind of becomes a thing. So I think it's a lot of people out there that have those situations where everybody know they ain't really your auntie, but
Okay, but then who was Zeke raised by then?
I know that's kind of what brought up the question for me. I was like, but I didn't.
Was it Monet's mama? Was it?
They said it was her sister, right?
Yes, they said her sister.
That's what I thought. So I thought that
Golden Brooks
was going to come in as a sister.
Right. Yeah.
I'm sorry. Say that, Moochie. I'm sorry. Say that again.
I'm sorry. I didn't. I thought we was gonna get closure with that, like, because with Zeke coming up to New York and things of that nature, I thought this was going to be the person that was going to really hold her feet to the fire with the decision that she made, putting him in the middle of this.
Okay, I was thinking that too at first, but then I figured if they was going to do that, they probably would have did it not too long after he passed. I mean, if you think about it, Zeke didn't even really get a full damn funeral. He just got something at the school, and then Lorenzo got a funeral, but his funeral ended up getting popped up as they was leaving. So I think, you know what I mean? I think they would have did it a little bit sooner. But yeah, that's what I did think they was going to do at first. But once they started telling the story this way, I was like, oh, okay, I guess we just not going to hear nothing else about Zeke besides seeing him and her.
Okay, yeah, and DeMarcus cleared it up. DeMarcus says Zeke was raised by the sister named Lena. Where was Lena at the funeral then, at the memorial service?
They probably was too mad at her.
Maybe they didn't even want to be bothered and come see.
Yeah. But remember that Diana did that off of a whim. Remember, and she put it together really quickly because of the conversation they had in class when they asked about how do you change the narrative, because they were saying that Zeke was always going to be remembered as this when he didn't do anything. And then Professor Harper said, you got to change the narrative. And that's when she decided to have that thing really quickly. So
and then mostly was Tariq getting up giving a speech.
So I don't think that was like a
But I think they could have wrapped that up better. They, instead of that flashback being with Kane in the high chair, it should have been about Zeke. I think
that's what I thought it was going to be.
Everybody,
as soon as I saw the baby, I was like, "Oh, baby Zeke," and then it's like, "No, that's Kane." Okay,
yeah, right.
So it's like
we know that she didn't raise him. You know what I'm saying? Like she gave him up early.
Yeah.
So I mean, I
That's
don't
true.
think,
She was a teenager when she had him. So okay.
Mhm.
So he would have
yeah.
been raised down
Yeah,
south.
because I was thinking maybe that was something like just seeing the picture before we saw the episode. I thought that was something where maybe she was saying bye to him. But then, of course, once we got the episode, I was like, oh, okay, no.
Yeah, I think they should have showed Zeke's mom just so it can wrap up Zeke's story all the way, wrap it up, But
Right.
Yeah, but they
Right.
only got
anyway,
10 episodes to get a lot of stuff in, and they're trying to close out a show. I think they're going to leave out some stuff that, to me, this is just my opinion, some stuff is too irrelevant to really like throw in there unless you throw it in there quick and just do it in a way to where it don't linger. Because I want to see some of the other stuff. I personally, I'm like,
okay, then why we need Janet then? Janet don't mean nothing.
but Janet's helping her rehabilitate. This is to humanize her. This ain't like she to me, she is
Yeah,
just,
I think I'm sorry.
go ahead.
No,
Go
I
ahead.
was agreeing with you. I'm just saying, I think that she's like helping her, and also she's the person that was around that saw her doing a lot of these things that she was doing that she's reevaluating now, and so she can kind of get her perspective on it.
Okay.
I guess to a certain degree.
Okay.
Yeah, like it's
Since she
going
was
to,
around and she saw it, and it's more focusing on the kids that she got left, and did she make a mistake with them, and did she go too far? That's how I took it.
yeah,
No,
exactly.
that makes sense. That makes
And
sense.
I think it's gonna that her character is taking us back down memory lane. They need to bring somebody from the past to help us go back to the past. I think that's kind of how I see it, because every time you see her kind of have these past things, it's really been when she's been in this mode of her whole rehabilitation. I just think that this is just going to help humanize her a little bit. And I don't really think we're going to get a whole lot of this character by herself. It's only going to be with Monet. So it'll be interesting though, to see some of more of the flashbacks, but I don't know how many more flashbacks I want to see. I just want to see just a few more of them and kind of help us understand the backstory of her and Lorenzo, and then I'll be done with that too.
So you got the same, but you got Bianca on The Shy, and now you got this girl on here. I'm getting confused already.
Oh, cause Maya and Tony,
Yeah, like come on, yo.
Maya and Tony. They need to humanize Effie because she is too hard and cold. She really not though. I ain't even know what I'm not.
They
even
said
gonna
we
go
was
there.
going to
can't
get more
stand
answers
Effie.
about Effie this season too. I remember
I
them
can't
saying
stand
that. I
Effie.
don't
They
know
can't
if we are.
humanize her for me. I want to pick up and throw her down a flight of steps. I don't like her.
No, you didn't.
Yeah, I don't like her. So
Okay, y'all, let's go to Noma is deciding like, hey, this is an opportunity. She saw what Detective Carter just did, so now she knows that the Russians are going to be in need of some product because their product just got taken or whatnot. And so she, basically sends Obi on another mission. Obi, him in these missions, and he just don't be coming through.
he's so stupid.
Noma and Obi to me is not as smart as what I was thinking when we first entered with them in season 1. But
That's
anyway,
what they do. Why do they do that
nonetheless,
with these
I
villains?
digress.
Why do they do that with these villains?
It was-
They build them up to make it. They did it with BMF. They did it with this
It
last
just-
season
it's
with
always goes
Dante.
that way.
They do it with all these villains, and then turn out they be wah. They be nothing. I don't know. So,
All right,
But
so
it was funny to me that she was actually thinking Detective Carter, like, oh, he's helping us so much by him doing this opened up for something for us. But she don't know Detective Carter about to be a pain in her damn behind.
Okay, he out for to get everybody. So we know that Davis is trying to get his license back, y'all, and one of his people that work with him is trying to help him out. I ain't gonna lie, I appreciated the scene. I
Oh,
always
no,
appreciate
yes. Oh, yes,
being
yes,
met
yes.
with
When
him.
he said, oh, you want to be on top? I said, yes. Oh, sorry.
Let me get a closer look. Oh yeah.
Yeah, that old method man, he never disappoints. I was like, I'm just here for this scene just because it's meth. I ain't even gonna lie to you.
And she was a terrible lawyer because she ain't even do her damn job. Okay.
Right.
That part.
He should have went to the Johnny Cochran firm or something.
Okay. Somewhere, anywhere. So then we got these. We back to the Tejada family. We back to the Tejada family. They're talking, and I believe because they have two conversations. So I'm trying to see, is this the first? This ain't the second. The second conversation is when Kane go off. The first conversation is when they're still talking about the same thing. Who did this to her? Yada 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 yada. When these other two already know what it is, and I'm just like, oh God, I'm so over all of them right now. I'm just
No, this
over it.
part was funny, EJ, because he called them Bobby and Whitney. I fell the hell out. And then he told her about the Russians, and it was like, you ain't even need to tell her that, because she's talking about, no, she got to talk to me. I need to go straighten this out. I said, sit your behind down, Monet.
Oh, I'm laughing at Candy's comments about she got paid in peen. I know that's right.
Right.
I would have been rolling up and down that bed with him all sweaty. I would have been from one end rolling. I was like, I got sidetracked.
Okay. Well,
No,
what's
but,
up, the fifth wall?
yeah.
Thank you for coming through. We appreciate you guys. If you are not subscribed to the Fifth Wall, definitely go and check her
Yeah.
out.
Hey,
She
Fifth
has some
Wall.
dope content over there, so definitely go and check her out. And I think she's gonna be doing House of Dragon. So y'all, if y'all into House of Dragon, y'all better get on over there.
Okay.
Let's see.
This and this scene, and just when we saw the cousin Janet, that's what made me confused on whether she was the cousin or the sister. But I think, I believe y'all. I believe it is the cousin. But she Monet, she said, what she tell Monet? She said, look, you done already lost one kidney. You need to go and sit your ass down before you lose another one.
It's true though.
Mm-hmm.
It really is. She do need to sit down, but I get
She was doing too much. Monet would not sit still. You got shot in the gut. Why are you out in the street?
I had a problem.
I get
with
why
all
she's
of that.
doing it, because she can't. Huh?
I said I had a problem.
Go ahead.
With all of that.
Oh, tell
There's
it.
No,
What's the problem?
you could be walking around like how she was, and you got a organ missing, and you're walking around to go basically knock somebody off now.
Not a week or two after you got to the hospital.
It's
it
like
takes people
immediate.
weeks to get well.
Yeah, but you get why she have to do it. Like, I understand why she is doing it, because she about to lose her. Like, she about to lose. She had just got back in good grade. Well, not got back. She had just became Noma's top, right? And now in one fell swoop, boom, all of it's gone. And now you about to bring the Russians in. Like, it's crazy. Kane just should have never told her about the Russians. She might have sat down if he had just kept that little part to himself. But
I agree.
Kane. So this was funny to me, y'all. This was funny that we had every last single one of them chilling in the classroom together. Like, all the events didn't just happen. That just happened. It was so funny to me. I said, well, shoot, at least these jokers take their behinds to class. That's what I like about them. They all go to school. And they go to that class. And I like the teacher, because this is the teacher from season 1, the guy who's over the program.
Oh, yeah, I forgot about him. Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, I like how they change out the teachers and stuff like that. That part is so dope. But I felt like everybody was taking shots at each other, except for Brashandra. She the only one who just chilling, but everybody else felt like they was taking shots at everybody. But we're going to talk about the scene after it, because I feel like that scene is probably one of the more talked about scenes, because the clip was floating when Effie goes up to Tariq and she asks, are they good? And she tells him, like, look, I didn't know this was going to happen. And then, so we're going to talk about that scene. And then y'all know Davis didn't get his license back. She lost. We already talked about that, though. So let me just get to that scene real quick, y'all, so I can get a picture up at least. Because somebody said she paid Davis and Peen. Yeah,
Davis paid her.
Davis paid her.
Yeah.
Okay, Moochie, we're gonna start with you. So there's a conversation that happens. I'm sure you saw. I mean, you saw the episode, but you probably saw the clips before that where Effie has the conversation with Tariq. What are your thoughts on it? And then we'll go to Inga, then Tamika.
What did she think was going to happen? We already seen how violent this woman was. So she's just, to me, you got Tariq up. You aimed at him too. You was, basically letting off shots too. So it's like I don't believe anything she's saying right now. She thinks about herself and only herself. I mean, she thinks about Tariq now, but it's like she's doing it to see if she could get back in good graces. Is it really because she cares about him, or she knows that he's a he's a sure thing, as well as a sure thing, and their business relationship was very good. It was very lucrative because everybody played a part with them three.
Okay, Inga.
Oh well, I'm so happy that he didn't fall for it, and I'm glad he told her, F off, get out my face, or whatever, something like that. He told her, but because she said, "Oh, we good," and he said, "F no," and I would have said the same thing too. Like, no, we ain't good. She's a snake in the grass, backstabber, and she looks out for Effie. Effie looks out for Effie, so she's not to be trusted. I would never trust her again.
He
Okay,
should.
Tamika. You still there? Okay, Tamika.
Yes. What's her name? Josefina, child. The fact that you got up here talking about are we good? I said she joking with us right now. Oh, but I sent you the text to save you. Like, I didn't think she was gonna do that. Come on now, Effie. First of all, 5 minutes later, you're telling Diana, well, hurry up, get your stuff together, because if not, we don't do what we supposed to do. That's a bullet for any of us. You know damn well if we talking about this lady, daughter of all things, it's gonna be a damn problem. She ain't gonna be coming tickling him. Like, how the heck you ain't think she was trying to take him out? I said, girl, come on now. We ain't gonna do that.
So, Tamika, since we already on you and we talking about when she has the conversation with Diana, I actually want to talk about that conversation, and then that way we get that conversation out the way. When you just talked about, she told her that with Moma it's either a bullet, or you either in or you out with a bullet.
Right.
And how did you feel about the fact, because for me, it does feel like right now she has been doing most of the weight and pushing most of the weight. And the Tejadas, they ain't really been doing what they need to be doing. They out here looking for this invisible shooter. We know who the shooter is, but they really don't have a clue in the sunshine, because they're too busy trying to cover up their own skin right now, because they don't want that part to come out. So how did you feel about her having that conversation with Diana? And do you think she was too harsh? Being with Diana's state of what she don't know.
Well, no, she don't know about her state, and she over here talking about I'm having a hard time right now. And even though I don't care for Effie, I wasn't mad at her when she was like, "Girl, join the club. Welcome to the real damn world. Now you know how I feel." Like, what that got to do with me at the end of the day? And it's the same thing that I was saying about Tariq and them. Like, you going to school, you working, of course you got this other stuff that you trying to hide, but she don't know about that, and she don't know about what you just found out either. So that's neither here nor there. And you got to do what you got to do, period. Like, you talking about I need a week or two. I said, not a week or two.
She said, I got a lot on my plate.
Yeah.
Yeah. Don't we all?
Okay, so let's talk about Detective Carter, y'all, and Davis. Did anybody think that Davis was going to flip, or do you think there's a possibility that Davis is going to flip? Just who on the panel thinks that Davis will flip? I want to hear your thoughts first. Okay, so nobody thinks he's going to flip. Okay, cool. Moochie, let's go ahead and
It's
start.
a possibility. It's a possibility he might flip if he really knows there's no other chance for him to get his license back.
Okay, so you think that there is a chance if it comes down to his license?
Yeah, and he's trying to make it seem like that, but yeah, it seems like he's gonna make it like that right now.
Okay.
I think that he's not going to flip, but I think that now that he doesn't have a law license, it's fair game for him to be in the street working with Tariq. I mean, according to the little trail I saw, I don't know if how it's going to go, but it looked like he going to be helping Tariq get product and get things going again. So
yeah, so they might be.
I don't think he's going to snitch. I think he's just going to be it now. He don't have to be on the up and up because he ain't got no license, so he ain't got to be following. You know what I'm saying? He could just be doing anything now.
I think he likes Tariq, so he don't want to. He don't want to turn on him.
If Davis was around back when Ghost was in the picture, he would have been working with Ghost too.
Definitely.
Yeah, he would
Definitely.
have been working with Ghost. So I don't think that he's going to be snitching and talking to no cops or something. Now I don't see him doing that.
Okay. That's what's up. So Effie makes a play to see if she can get more money because at the end of the day, she says she's been doing the work. So I need to get a bigger cut. So she tells Noma, like, hey, what if I can get the Russians? Do you think this was the right play, Tamika? Or what do you think about the play?
I mean, it was the right play, but I was like, did I believe that could happen? I know we not in the real world, we in fantasy. So in the fantasy world, yes, this was a good play. But it was funny when Obi was like, how the hell is she gonna get it and I couldn't get it?
Yeah, and she's a kid, like only like what, maybe 20 at the most. So
I mean, she used the same strategy she used to get close to Noma, the kid. She's doing her homework on people. She's actually doing research on these other dealers and finding out who's important to them, where she could get in with them, and she's succeeding so far.
do y'all think that these Russians were like goofy? Like, why would they just allow this young girl to come up into their bar? And I don't know, they just seem
Because
kind of goofy to me.
you gotta be in the fantasy of it all, Inga. You
Yeah, it is
cannot
fantasy. Yeah, I'm
put it
thinking.
to real.
I was thinking realistic, and you're right.
Right.
It's fantasy. Yeah, because in real life, you ain't saying strolling up in no gangster bar, sitting there having a drink and talking with them. No, you just ain't doing that. So, but you're right. It is fantasy. It's all fantasy. So it makes sense then.
Okay, so this is our first flashback, Tamika. This is our first flashback where we get to see Lil Kanan, Lil Lorenzo Jr., and we see a young Monet, and we see Big Lorenzo. And we learn that Lorenzo, he's in the game right now, right? But he's like very low on the totem pole. And they living in this place, they got rats, they got rusty water, like it's just a lot going on. And he's telling Mo like he gotta wait his turn. And she's just like, look, we need to get up out of here. What was your thoughts about this whole flashback scene? Just any parts of it, anything you want to talk about?
I thought the casting was perfect, but let me just say, I'm sorry, Lorenzo, baby. I don't know what the hell Monet saw in you. This was giving me very much little dweeb, okay, little cornball.
Yeah, he did not look like Lorenzo. He looked like a dweeb. Yeah,
he was on the corners.
Right.
Yeah, no, okay, but you know.
I love they did a good job with that hair.
I was gonna say because I was sitting there thinking, real love.
Yes.
I'm searching for that real love.
It was perfect.
Every time when I saw her, and then when they showed somebody put a picture on the internet with the side by side Mary J from the what's the 411 album to this girl, and I say, damn, they did that thing. They did that hair thing.
Yeah,
and
her features are very much like hers.
Right. I was like, is this Mary J's little cousin or something? Because they did a good job finding this young lady.
Yes,
I don't even know who she is. Is she somebody that we supposed to know? Did I see her on something else, y'all?
I don't know. I'd have to go look it
I
up.
would have to look it up.
Yeah,
what's up, Miss Kira? Thanks for coming through. Yep, no scrubs because Lorenzo was definitely giving scrub vibe.
Yes.
Yeah.
Moochie,
yeah, he looked like he should be in the library to me, because somewhere reading a book. He don't look like the Lorenzo that we know. But
Moochie, what are your thoughts on Lorenzo and just this particular scene right here where she's saying like we got to get up out of here, we need, and he's saying that we got to wait till like I got to do it a certain way, and she wants him to ask for more products so that they can get a better place. What's your thoughts?
She basically put her money where her mouth was and went. Look, if you can't do it, sometimes you gotta do things yourself. If you send somebody else to do it, and she took charge. But I feel like this is where we're gonna see why things are the way they are now. And I'm glad I hope we get more of a backstory with this. I hope this is not the only thing we're getting.
Yeah, me too. I hope we get some more flashbacks. I want to see a few more things kind of come to play. So we talked about this earlier already. I don't think we really need to
You
revisit.
know what else?
Oh, and I'm gonna say one thing too about them rats. I would have been trying to get some product too if I got big rats running across my living room floor.
Yeah.
So you know what I'm saying. So I don't blame her for doing what she need to do to get her and her baby up out that situation. You do what you gotta do sometimes, you know. So
Yeah, that part. Yeah, I was like, I understood where, because I've heard both sides of the thing, you know, about people saying that Monet overstepped because he's the man, yada, yada, yada. But sometimes you got to do
Man,
what you got to
bull.
do. And I ain't trying to hear all that stuff. But I get it at the same time. Listen, I ain't saying I don't understand that perspective of it, but I'm also understanding the perspective of being a mom and trying to get my kid out of I ain't finna be living with no rats and all this type of stuff in this rusty water, and I got my child here. Like, I get that side of it too. So I just see both points of view of it. How long am I supposed to wait for you to make a play to get more product? You know,
And
and
who's
then,
saying this, EJ? Is it men?
yes,
Don't
yeah,
put the
that's why I
names
said I
out
see
there.
both
Don't put
sides
the
of
names
it.
out there, but I know it's men saying that she overstepped, and so
Yeah.
was she about to stay in her place? Come on, now, get out of my face. She did the
Yeah.
right thing. I agree with you. She did the right thing.
Yeah,
You
yeah,
know, because if
it's
Lorenzo
easier. You
ain't doing
already
it, then
know
I got to
it's
do it. Because the mother always supposed to step up and take care of the mother's gonna be there when the daddy may not be. So if it's a decent mother, anyway.
Yeah, and then that's when we got the whole this is where she first started kind of emasculating him. And I just didn't see that. Like I really didn't see that. I felt a pain in her that was saying, listen, I ain't trying to live with these rats. I'm gonna go do what I gotta do
Yeah,
to
that
get out of
part.
this situation. That's how I saw it. But
Yeah, I saw it that way too. That's how I said. I didn't see them. You know, I don't know what y'all think of Tamika Moochie, because I agree with EJ.
I saw it that way too.
No,
That's
I
why I said I
just
didn't see them.
saw that was the beginning of Monet. Like that was her starting to come into herself. She didn't want to wait. She wanted to hurry up and get them up out of there. You know.
I understood why though.
Yeah, I understood why. Like that water
yeah,
was damn near black coming out that sink. That was crazy.
Yeah, it was disgusting. Yeah.
It was nasty. So we talked about this already. Just to put more context on it, like Moochie said, she did her research. She figured out how she was going to get to him, like what she could offer him that was going to be different from anybody else. And that's where kind of Obi drops the ball at. If you can't give somebody something that's going to benefit them, then what you're not gonna get nowhere with it. And I felt like this was a smart move to give him something, but also say, okay, yeah, somebody else could probably do that, but this part right here, because that's the kicker right there, is are they gonna try to get something else afterwards? I'm not, because Noma gonna try to off me. First of all, you know what I'm saying? Like it's I just felt like that was the right play. And I feel like it's gonna set her up for a good position, since this is what we're doing. Now we get to a point where we see that Brayden is probably about to have a new love interest. Yeah. Moving forward. Them and Brayden's love interest, they don't last long. So, we'll see. But I thought this was an interesting conversation right here. Detective Carter pops up on Tariq. And I thought this was interesting because at this point, Tariq really is broke. He really out here on financial aid. He really out here living a regular student life, but you still are pushing this agenda almost like you don't believe like he living like it's fake. But if you a detective, you know that it ain't fake. You know what's different from last year to this year. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know. I just thought that was. I just feel like Detective Carter is going to go too far. What y'all think? Tamika start, Inga, then Moochie.
Oh yeah, like we said in the beginning, he gonna go all the way, baby. You seen how he said, "Oh, this gonna be fun." You know how to lie good. Your pulse is down, your heart rate is down, you controlling your breathing. He tried to bring ghosts into it, but he don't know that Tariq don't give a damn about no damn ghosts. It's like, don't bring up his daddy. So when he didn't see that work, what we gonna do? We gonna bring mama into this, and we gonna play with your head that way. he knows very well what he's doing. But I like how Tariq was like, "Sir, I don't know what you're talking about, and let me get back to work. And I hope that you do find what you're looking for as far as Paz and her son. I hope you do get justice for them." I said this little ninja right here, but yeah, I like that scene. I thought they had good chemistry in that scene. Him and Method Man did too. But it definitely came off different to me seeing this full scene here than the preview, like I was saying.
Yeah, definitely. All right. Inga, any thoughts on Detective Don Carter and this scene?
This particular scene. I just think there's something more to him, and I guess this really the first time we seeing him, so we still got to or with this the most well we saw him last episode, but this now we get more dialogue with him. But I still think he knows James St. Patrick. But even if he doesn't, because James has been investigated before, maybe he was able to look all this information up. But it's just something I don't feel right with him. And I think somebody in here wrote, we would be smoking on a detective pack. Yes, yeah, puff pass. Yeah, he definitely gonna be up in up in the flames. I don't believe he gonna last. I know this is the last season and everything, but he ain't gonna make it to the end.
Mhm. Somebody
No,
said,
yeah, and I agree with Tamika where he don't give a damn about his daddy. So,
mhm.
it hurt him more when his mother's name was brought up than his daddy. But he also learned from his dad. He learned from Tommy and he learned from Kanan. You don't talk to the cops. You keep a poker face. You don't say nothing. So he learned from three of the best. Yeah, he's not gonna give up no information and work with the cops, and he can forget that. You wasting your time talking to Tariq.
That is
You
true.
know.
Somebody
Mhm.
said that Effie's storyline was unrealistic this season. This whole show is unrealistic with the college kids, Braden. Like all of this is unrealistic at this point, but it's good, and that's why we're here for it. We like
Mhm.
power.
One thing that I don't know if you saw the comments when a couple of people in here had said about the what did Monet had to do to get those bricks? Did they mention that, or did I miss something more?
Now, I'm sure that's probably maybe going to come up later, but I don't
Mhm.
think that it came up. But I've had a lot of people asking, like I've heard
Yeah, a
a
lot
lot
of
of people
people
keep
been saying that, and of
saying
course we
that.
know what they insinuate, and there's only one is a woman that we insinuate that,
Right,
but
they
we
don't say
don't
that with the
know what
man.
she
I
did.
Right.
know.
Yeah, they don't say that with the man. So yeah.
And Monet, she ain't like I know a lot of people don't like her, but she's not dumb. Kane might be a little dumb on the dumb side
Yeah,
sometimes,
the
but
game. Yeah.
Monet has not really done dumb things besides try to get up out of her bed when she hurt. Like that's really the only dumb thing that she's done. She ain't really made a lot of like as far as what we would call strategically dumb moves. As a matter of fact, she made a lot of strategically smart moves, the way she even hid everything that she hid and the way she even got this dude to unalive her husband. So I can't say that that this character is a dumb character. We don't know what she did. I know what they're insinuating, but at the same time, you don't really know how she maneuvered that. And
And
it'll be
even if she
interesting to find
did lay down on her back to get them bricks, so what? I got rats running around my baby underneath my damn feet, and we got black junk coming out the sink. We can't even take a shower, drink the water. So if she did lay down, so what? I need to get these bricks so I can sell them and move out to a better place. So you got to use what you got to get what you want.
Okay, Ronnie. Moochie, let's talk about this scene right here. I want you to kind of break this scene down because this is where somebody asked, if I can't remember, somebody in a chat or something, it's not in this one, they asked how did Monet know this meeting was going to happen. She didn't. She coming to see Noma, and this just
Right,
happened
yeah.
to all be
Right.
going down
Yeah,
at the
she
same
didn't know.
time.
Right,
So that
right.
she didn't know. But Moochie, kind of break this scene down for us, please, ma'am.
I don't understand how that's I was pissed off at this scene with her just showing up there completely, because that part to me was like, how you able to stand up and walk around like this good?
Mm-hmm.
And you had
Cause she popped the pill, Moochie.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, she took a
She
Vicodin.
popped
Yeah.
her pain pill.
And they
Mhm.
apparently strong because Drew wants
They
to try
are
to offer
strong.
No, them damn things are strong. though. You
Vicodin and
see
them
it kicked in
Percocet,
on her ass.
they
Yeah,
are
but
very
like
strong.
if they strong like that, you know what comes with that too. You not you not you it well, if it's an opioid, I say it like
Yeah, and she
Yeah,
wasn't
it's an
supposed to be
opioid.
driving
Yeah.
a damn vehicle, but
yeah. So it's just
And
like
yeah,
I'm
because
thinking about
it
all of this
puts you to
stuff,
sleep.
and
Mhm.
just
Them
like
things instantly knock you out real fast. So
yeah.
you not put, and did she take it with water or did she take it with some little liquor too?
Okay, let's take all realism out of it, guys. Let's take all the realism out. And let's just talk about the scene that happened because I mean it is some people who can survive off of this. I gotta, I don't want to say who they are, but I know somebody who can pop these things and they don't do ish for them.
Oh,
but
Lord.
they also are a person that has dealt with sickle cell for most of their life, and they are always in severe pain, and they get like
Oh yes, I know
extreme,
people too. Yeah.
so they can deal with this type of medicine. So I get the unrealism of it
Mhm.
all because she's not a person that's popping these. Most people are gonna be on their ass if they pop
Right.
a perky, you know what I'm saying? But
Mhm.
or Vicodin or any of those
Mhm.
hardcore drugs. But for the sake of the show, she took her butt over here anyway. Talk
And
about that, Moochie.
Monica got a question too.
I just think she was doing too much once again, where she put her like I felt like everything was under control and you didn't even, it was not necessary for you to show up.
Yeah.
It wasn't necessary, and now is this gonna be will Noma and her have bad blood behind this? Is now being that what happened to her, she's not going to be able to do business with them? You know, it's like different questions.
Well, I mean, Noma is already trying to look at the next business move. Monet and the Russians don't have good blood. They only got a temporary little truce going on right now, but they actually don't rock with each other. So I know why she's doing it, and I get it. But Noma seems like she already moving on to the next anyway.
Yeah,
Like,
that's
Monet,
why she was so pissed off because she was like, "Oh, she trying to bump us out and then get in with the Russians." Monet don't want to be in with the Russians, and she tried to come in and be like, "You know, I rule the world. Okay, this is my city. This is my home. I am home. Put some respect on my damn name, even though we don't know you, Monet." But you know, that's what she said.
that part. Monica M. Sent in a super chat, and she said that college is paid at the beginning of the year. So why is Tariq student loans in February? They have flipped characters in their stories this season. I just don't think that we just need to go that deep into it. Like, honestly,
I'm gonna say this: with some schools in New York, they do have a season. They do split it up like that, where you doing the like you still might have.
You can start school in January.
Yeah, and that's and then they'll tell him that he probably
because it's been a month and it's obviously a new semester starting. So yeah, when I was in college, definitely the different semesters you went and did your tuition. Sometimes you may have gotten something back, or sometimes you may have had something you had to pay. You did your work study. That's when you got all the info. So yeah, it can happen that way.
Yeah, because you have your spring, you have your
spring
fall
semester,
term,
summer. Yeah, exactly.
Then you have your spring, and then you have your summer term, and then some places have May semesters. And each one of these terms, they start over. So you gotta pay again at the beginning of this semester, and then you gotta pay again when this semester starts, and when this semester starts. So I mean, I didn't see anything unrealistic about it, but I mean, it's been a while since I've been in school, so maybe they do things different. I don't know.
Yeah, that was a long time ago.
And yeah, that's why I'm like, I might be wrong with this one.
Yeah, and then Nakimi, she said, because he lost his inheritance, which you know, that's they probably the inheritance probably was funding his education.
Oh yeah, it was.
Yeah.
Remember he had, what's his name? I forgot his name.
What was the racist?
They put it in with the West
Stern.
Coast, the uncle.
I thought Stern is the one who
Stern. Yeah,
Stern is the one who got him in. right, but
Maybe it's
Mhm.
based off of what school you go to. Because my daughter just graduated from college not that long ago,
Yeah.
so I ain't gonna act like I ain't just dealt with this. Like it's been what she just graduated last year or something like that. I can't remember when, but we paid every semester. That's how we paid, and
Mhm.
so maybe it's based on schools, child. I
Yeah,
don't know.
maybe
Maybe I think
different
the schools
states
are
is
different.
different. Yeah, I don't know.
Maybe states and stuff are different like that. We in Texas and they had to pay every semester is how theirs work. But I don't know. Like I said, stuff
yeah,
changes.
and it might be that like who was it said Dan had said that the tuition was paid for the past year and the trust is gone, so that's why he got to do work study program. So
Oh
I don't know.
yeah. Mhm.
So
RC, I agree. I try to suspend realism when
Yeah.
watching these types of shows. Lots of fictional stuff goes. I mean, we just watched the whole shootout with Braden and Tariq. We ain't seen them with no gun
Exactly.
training, with
they
no
ain't even have
machine
a
Yeah.
guns.
scratch on their finger. Exactly.
Like,
Mhm.
how
Where the
y'all learn how
locker
to
come
shoot?
from?
Huh?
Where did the
What you say?
locker come from? The storage
Yeah, I mean,
unit.
it's a lot of stuff. You know what I'm
This is
saying?
just
It's
like certain things. It's like, okay, how y'all elevate
Mhm.
to this fast from I don't know.
If you
And
can
they don't
watch
have a
Mission,
dime
if you
saved
can
up.
watch Mission Impossible and John Wick and all of those and enjoy them, you can watch this, and you got to have that same outlook, y'all, and just
I just went to go see Bad Boy today, and I know damn
enjoy
well Martin Lawrence was not jumping through the glass and rolling around with an alligator and all kind of stuff. So I
right. But
know,
I was here for
yeah,
every minute of it
me
when he
too,
was
me
Oh
too.
doing
I
it.
was
yeah,
there
I
for
get
every
what you're
moment.
saying with that, but it's just like
Yeah, so I know it was fake, and it's
it's
so
TV. I mean, it's not
yeah,
supposed
yeah.
to be too real. Like it got to be some stuff to make it dramatic. Otherwise, I don't think we would even want to watch it if it followed along with real stuff. Because I hear people say that all the time. Well, it needs to feel like real life. No, it don't really need to. When I look at TV, I look at TV to escape real life. And that's just me though. Like I don't want to see things be so.
That's
I
true because
want to see
reality
some fake
shows
stuff.
ain't even real. So those
That's
are
true.
like those are scripted
Yeah.
and produced and put together type of thing. So
Yeah,
that's
you right.
Yeah.
yeah.
You
So
are right about that.
that's true. Yeah, I agree. I guess we just want a little bit of realism, but mixed in with the
Yeah, just a
fantasy. But
little bit to make it make sense, but at the same time, like you got to suspend your, like RC said, you got to like just let realism go for a minute when you indulge yourself in these type of television shows because we gotta we gotta elevate these kids. Who's to say that Tariq is so smart that he's outsmarting all these seasoned criminals? You know what I'm saying? Like that's not realistic at all. But here we are, but that's what we want to see. You know what I'm
right,
saying?
that's
Like
true.
it's just a lot of
Mhm.
different
Well,
things.
that's true. That is very
The
true.
Just
Tommy
like he was
character,
upset in the beginning of the episode. He said they played me like I was a dumb civilian.
yeah, yeah,
Mm.
that part. I said, Tariq, really, really. That was funny. I forgot about that part when he said that.
Yeah,
That was
he was tripping on that. Yeah, when he said that, I was like, come
okay. Just a lot of stuff, but it is
on.
what it is. But power is power, and I can't wait to see what they finna do with the rest of this.
DeMarcus said, if we want to see realism, we can watch the news.
Now that
That is
part.
true. Yeah.
Yeah,
If we
that's
want to see people
definitely
getting
true.
killed and things happen, yeah, you can turn the news, and
well,
that's
my
very
thing is
depressing.
my thing is this. I don't want them to ruin this so they can get to the next thing.
Yeah, I mean
You
they ain't got
understand what
to
I'm
ruin
saying?
it.
They're gonna wrap this up where
Yeah, I think
like I said,
they'll
I
leave.
gotta watch it again because, like I said, I only watched it one time.
Yeah, and this episode is literally a setup episode. I think like all the
Yeah, nothing
nuances
real
that
major
people
happened.
that are nitpicking is just that it's not realistic. But the thing is that nothing about the show is realistic. So we can't take one thing and say this isn't realistic, but everything about this isn't really realistic. I don't know a lot of drug dealers and I don't know a bunch of people like Ghost. You know what I'm saying? Like I don't know a bunch of people like Tommy who never got caught because and all the stuff that Tommy was doing, like the stuff
Right.
the
Yeah,
surefire
yeah.
amount
I
of dumb
agree.
stuff that he did. Think about Force, for crying out loud. The way he went into somebody else's city, like everything about power is not.
Yeah, you just show up in somebody else's city and just take over like you've been there. Yeah, that's true. I guess you
You
set me
gotta
straight,
suspend
EJ, because
reality.
I'm one of those people who always say this show getting on my nerves. It ain't real, and you're right. You right on what you're saying. When you right,
Yeah,
you right.
it just
I
it's
like I
just
said, I
some
just saw
things you
Bad
gotta
Boy
let go.
today, and that's nothing real about that. So
Yeah,
you
to
right.
me, you just gotta let certain things go. It's just when we start to go in on every little thing, I'm like, some stuff we gotta let go. The big
Yeah.
stuff, I'm like, okay, but some
Right,
little
right.
things we gotta let go and just be like, okay, it is what it is.
That's true. That
It's
is
just that
true.
they trying to move the story forward, so they gonna do something to move it forward. You know, that's how they do. Oh, I like that Moochie girl. I see. That's the dark, that's the purple. I love
Uh-huh.
it. I love it. Tariq calls Davis, y'all, because he want to know who this dude is. Who is this guy right here? And Davis already knew exactly who he was talking about. Like he knew exactly who he was talking about. That was funny when he threw that letter away. That old girl. I said, Davis just
Yeah.
don't care.
Talking about what she said, thanks for a good time or something she said.
Something
Thanks
like that.
for
He
a
was
good
feeling
time, boo.
Yeah, but you
Thanks
didn't
for the
help
ride.
me in my situation. So be gone. Bye. You
Mhm.
know, he ain't gonna never talk to her no more. Mm-mm.
Nah, yeah, you right, Detroit. Absolutely. Like it just is what it is. But yeah, I thought that that was interesting. You know that he calls Davis like Davis is his new confidant, y'all. Like I mean, he been his confidant, but like Davis is really, really his person, his go-to person. Even when Braden wanted to go get his sister, we gotta call Davis. Like it's just interesting how Tariq really, really leans on Davis. I like this. I like their relationship. I like this thing that they have with each other. I think
That's why I don't think he gonna snitch.
I don't think so either.
Yeah, I like it too. Mhm.
Monet got lucky because Effie just happened to be there when she fell out. So she absolutely passes out because she doing too damn
Mhm.
much. Like she doing too much, and she finally just falls out. She better be happy that she didn't fall out at the wrong moment. Otherwise, she should be out of here. If we talking about realism, I'm gonna tell you right now, if I had been in the Russians and I saw her ass pass out, I probably would have went and put a bullet in her ass and kept it pushing and been like, that's one last thing I gotta worry about. Bye-bye.
Yeah,
But
they all just went their way. We know if
exactly.
that was real, that wouldn't happen, but it's okay.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but that was but she's here. She helps her. We get another this is the flashback that this is the other piece of the flashback that we got, right?
Mhm.
That's when the gun is in the car. She puts the gun in the car seat because she know they ain't finna check that car seat. So she put the gun in the car seat, and I think this is Janet, of course. I can't that's her name, right?
Mhm.
Janet. Okay, I'm gonna
Mhm.
make
Yeah,
sure I miss her.
Jan.
When she gets pulled over by the police. And then that's when we're going to get to this conversation where Lorenzo is upset about what happened, about her getting the kilos, about her having, I guess, because Janet told it. Somebody
Mhm.
seemed to think that Janet and Lorenzo got a little bit more going on because
Yeah,
of the
why
way.
the hell you going and telling him? But Monet, you was out of pocket, riding dirty, okay, and putting the hammer in with
I
Kane.
know. I know.
Okay. So he mad about that, but then he gonna be even more mad because she about to bring these bricks out. And boom, and then she was like, "How did I get them?" I was like, "Oh shit, we about to get at it." But then that's the end of the flashback, and we don't get no more flashback.
Mhm.
So I want to really know what happened after that. So
Yeah.
anyway, y'all, this is when Kane comes in and tell her that she out of her league and that she need to just let it go. Now, this is my opinion on it. Every time Kane, I feel like Kane gets enamored by different people at different stages, right? There was an obsession that he had with Tariq. It was clear, right? It was a jealousy that he had, and it was kind of brought on by how his mom treated Tariq versus him. We all know where it kind of came from, but it feels like he always gets caught up in wanting to be at the top. And here we are with him seeing Noma and him being close enough to her to want to try to get at the top. I think that they're trying to take Tariq's idea that he had of trying to get close to Noma, figure out her operation, and they're trying to kind of play that in on Kane's story in the same way. But Kane just ain't gonna execute it the way it should be executed. But I feel like he's trying to get in good with Noma, and that's why they're going to go down this route of this. I don't even want to. Hurricane just it ain't cute to me, but what y'all think about what Kane said to his mama when
Oh, that you know where they going with that storyline with the Noma let me pour
Mhm.
you a drink, and then that little smirk on his face. I said, okay,
Yeah.
next episode they're gonna be rolling in the bed.
Heck yeah. You are, because they got the little clip out there of there's another clip where they like even closer, girl. It's gonna happen. But what y'all think about what Kane actually says to her, that she's out of her league? Do you think she out of her league? Do you think her time has passed? Or do you think the family business is failing because ain't nobody a family no more? I mean, it's a lot of different ways we could go with this. Tamika, you start, then Inga, then Moochie Moochie.
First of all, Kane always thought he was a know-it-all, and he always wants to be the next one in charge. So this ain't no surprise. She even says that herself, and kicks him out the room. But it was funny to me that he was telling her she out of her league. You know, the game done changed, and she don't know about what's going down now. I said, baby, the players changed, but the game is the same. If you know how to play the game, then you know how to play the game. Okay, Kane. So get on out of here with that. But it was funny that she thought, like, yeah, he want to take my spot. So therefore, now I'm thinking that he could have possibly been behind this whole damn thing. I was like, Monet, really, the two culprits is right there. They right there. They looking at you
But you see how they gonna play this? They gonna play this to where she gonna think that it's Kane. Kane probably gonna find out the truth. But she loved Drew so much, like she
yes.
really
You
don't
see
think.
how she kept Drew? Come here, Drew. Come here,
Yeah,
Drew.
she ain't gonna believe that Drew had anything to do with it. So there's gonna be that. Inga, what's your thoughts, boo?
I mean, Kane was to tell her that she knows she didn't like that. You know, that's why she told him to get the F on out of here. I don't want to see your face. You know, get out of here. So, I don't think she's out of the game yet, but you know, because we still got some more episodes before the season ends. You know, with the second part, so we don't know what might happen with her. But I can't see he being, you know, I don't know. But people say he speculating that he gonna have his spinoff or something. So he might be around for a while.
Yeah,
But
I honestly don't think Kane going nowhere, Inga. I think
No,
Kane.
I don't think so. Even though I want all the Tejadas gone, but they I think Kane's they gonna keep Kane around. The other ones may go, Drew, whatever, but even Monet may go, but they gonna keep Kane.
Yeah, I think Kane stays. I think he might be the more marketable one as far as just for thinking from a business standpoint of it and the character. I think he might be one, even though a lot of people talk trash about him, I feel like he's one that probably could carry a show. I don't know. Or that you could put him in another show. I really don't know. But I just don't think that they gonna knock him off. I think they gonna knock Drew off though. Moochie, what you think?
Most definitely Drew's gone.
I think it is going to be
so.
Drew that gets knocked off. As far as Kane, she thinks it's him for the simple fact is how he linked with Mecca, and he was almost the man.
What up, though, Brillo?
Because remember, they didn't know Mecca, and they didn't know he was the same person. So I just feel like with this, she feels like he's getting back in with Noma, so he could become her number 2.
Yeah. Yeah, for sure. So some people don't think that Kane could carry a show. Let's see. Some people don't think that Kane could carry a show. I mean, I don't know. I just be looking at it like fan favorites and people who they think just from that standpoint of it. But you know, you never know. How they play.
I don't give a damn about Kane or none of the Tejadas. I'm with Inga. You could burn all of them to the damn ground.
I'm trying to throw them in the fire.
Way too damn long. But I can see Kane still being around. You know, it ain't what I want, but
that's what I'm saying. It go by what the people be saying.
Yeah.
And I just feel like Kane is a character that they gonna keep around, and Drew is the least liked character. I don't think they're gonna keep him, but I think that he would be the one that they get rid of.
Yeah.
What up, Brillo?
Yeah, but Drew definitely can go. Drew definitely.
And you see how they gonna keep Diana? She would have been
another
one.
Now she stayed. Yeah. Like I wanted her out of here. They could have went on.
Me too.
Off with her damn head.
I know some of the fellas like Diana, but I want her gone. you know.
Okay,
And,
Moochie, I'm gonna start with
and this
you.
scene
So,
irritated me, but I'll get to my part about it. Go ahead, Moochie.
I'm gonna start with you, Moochie, on this one right here. So Tariq goes to see his mom because he needs to talk to his mom about this whole not Davis, um, Carter thing. Carter has, basically told him like, your mom about to get kicked out of WITSEC. Like, what you gonna do? He tried to play on his heartstring. He tried to pull where he needed to pull. So he pop up on his mama, and then there's a whole awkward situation with the guy that she works with, and then Tariq have to get at him. Just talk about the whole thing. What you think about it? What were your thoughts? Was Tariq right? I know I would have done it too, but what do you think about it?
We know Tariq. This is where sometimes he doesn't think because he's worried about his mother's safety. I think this was a bad decision that him going here as far as that, and him approaching her boss. That was crazy. Is this gonna be a foreshadowing moment where this move that he did might come back to haunt him? If you know your mom might get kicked out, why would you show up to a store with a whole bunch of cameras? Home Depot got cameras. So, I mean, I'm assuming this place has cameras too. So, it's just like a lot of weird things. I don't know. Like I said, I only seen it once. So, I can only go by this. But I just feel like this is a foreshadowing moment we're seeing. With this boss, him threatening him, and this might come back on Tariq Hard.
Yeah. Inga, well, you said you didn't like this, so I need to know what was you feeling? What was
what my main thing about all this, I like that where did they find that Ginger Snaps wig? That pissed me off. I said, who's
I knew you was gonna say that.
Who stole my thing? Y'all keep talking about people with rats in the corner. Now I got the rat. Some rat that came and stole my damn Ginger Snaps wig. Look at that wig Tasha got on. That is my damn Ginger Snaps wig. That pissed me off when I saw it. I said, I'm not having it. I'm not having it. Okay, no. Now I got to give me a damn new wig. I got to get a new identity, because they done stole my identity, So, but this, so sad as that. But this man, this manager. I mean, yes, I agree with Moochie. It might come back to bite Tariq in the butt, but it's just we got sons and stuff. Look, y'all, if our son ain't gonna sit there, and I know now I'm making reality, ain't gonna sit there and watch no man disrespect us, and they ain't gonna try to stomp a mud hole in him. So I understand why he did it, but it could come back to bite him in the butt later on, because especially if it's cameras in it, she already one step of being kicked out the program. So that might end up happening.
Yeah.
She might get kicked out the program, and then that's when they're gonna find out that she was the one that tried to pow Monet, and then Tasha's gone. So you know what I mean? So
yeah. I agree, OG. Remember, just because a character is hated doesn't mean he's unmarketable. Example: J.R. Ewing from Dallas was ultimately the most famous character. So when
we talked about that a couple of weeks ago. Remember, y'all?
You love to hate, but Kane is not a person I love to hate. He's just annoying, and that's because he always came off to me like a hater. But I do understand what you're saying.
Yeah, but I was talking about Drew. Drew is not a character that when I say people hate, because usually when people hate people, it's like they have a love-hate relationship. And
We never liked Drew from day one. I mean, I can't speak we. I'm gonna say me. I ain't never liked him from day one.
Yeah, it's different. So I think Drew is not a character that people can even relate to, or that people just not only do they not like him, he's just not relatable. He's not fun. He's not interesting. He's none of those things. But Kane, on the other hand, people hate him.
He don't even have a smile on his face half the time. Talking about Drew. He always looks sourpuss all the time.
And I feel like Kane, and this is just my opinion, I feel like Kane, I don't like Kane, but I can't deny that Kane has had some great one-liners. Kane has had some great lines.
He can be mean, and he can be smiling and happy.
He's entertaining. I guess that's the thing. He's entertaining, but
like Kanan, older Kanan.
Drew is dull to me. Like
Mhm.
Drew is really dull, and Kanan is another one. Kanan, I hate with a passion, but I can't deny that Kanan wasn't interested in looking at adult Kanan. Like adult
I'm talking
Kanan
about Doe Kane. That's what
was
Kane remind me of as
interesting.
far as being mean on one minute and then likable in another minute. That's how Kanan is too. Sometimes, so it's like a love-hate relationship. So they gonna keep Kane around. There's no doubt about that.
Mhm.
Well, I guess my thing is that I'm saying that he's going to live. I think people are taking my stuff out of context if y'all talking about my stuff. I'm saying that Kane is going to live, and if they were to spin off another show or put him somewhere else, they could do that. But Kane is just
Yeah.
not going to go anywhere. Drew to me is
Yeah.
just the one that's gonna go, and Kane to me is just a character that you could put somewhere else. If you were gonna keep a Tejada, this is one that you could keep, and
Right.
that would be okay. But I can't see
Yeah.
Diana
Yeah,
or
Drew is one dimensional. He's usually got his head up a man's tail, and so that's usually what he's always like. That's most what he's known for most of the time. So, I'm sorry, I ain't trying to be great. I'm sorry. I ain't trying to be disrespectful to nobody and even. So let me just shut
Oh
up.
wait, I'm
You know
sorry.
what I'm saying? So, but I'm
you so funny, girl.
Yeah.
No,
but
but
I'm just saying,
that's
but
my whole point is
and he's
that
not even likable. And I ain't talking about the other parts. I'm talking about he's just not likable. Drew's just not likable. He's always just frowned up on his face. He's never a likable character.
yeah,
So
he's not a likable character to me. He's not fun to watch. I'm sorry. He just
yeah.
not. And it ain't got nothing to do with none of the other stuff. He just really just not a fun
Yeah, it
character.
don't have nothing to do with the other stuff. I agree with that. Yeah.
He's
Yeah.
just not a fun character.
And
But I don't like Kane, but I can't say that sometimes when he hit them one-liners, when he just be like, damn, Kane, they giving you some good damn lines. But so we see that this part right here irked me a little bit because I felt like Kane couldn't get the job done and he needed Effie to come and help him get this job done because she kind of already had a little bit of rapport with the Russians. And she had a meeting, but she decided to not take that meeting to help him. I didn't like that part at all. Tamika, what was your thoughts?
I ain't really got no thoughts on this. I thought that was stupid of her not to go take care of her damn business, but she wanted to go help King. I
Yeah, I
guess
can
it
see this
worked.
too, Detroit. What you think about this comment? Since you don't care about that, just talk about the comment then, because I know you don't care about the other part.
I guess.
I
can
ain't
see
even
that
got that
though.
far ahead yet about the spinoffs. I know a lot of people in the Discord already to jumping ahead to who gonna be. I ain't thought that far ahead right now.
I
Ain't
could
I
nobody
see
ain't
them
thought that
doing
far.
that. Y'all know I don't give a damn about seeing Effie no more either, but I could see
Oh
them
yeah,
doing
me
that.
too. Yeah. Um, I saw
Okay,
some comment.
so we talked about this part right here. We talked about Tariq getting it in with the dude. This is where we find out that they confirmed that she's pregnant. She goes to the doctor, so there is no question that she's pregnant. So nobody won't have nah, she's not really pregnant. The test was fake. Nah, she pregnant. It
She
is
did a
what it
home
is.
pregnancy test and she went to the doctor and got a test. So, you know.
Yeah, yeah. Let me see. So then Monet overhears them having the conversation about her saying that that they can be better than her. What did you think about that, Moochie? Do you think that they really can be better than or have they crossed too many lines, or is it not too late for them to try to make a change?
I think it's too late for them. They basically caused all of this, just all of this. They caused this to go worse than what it really had to go. So I feel like it's gonna be consequences for them to pay.
Yeah, I agree. Inga, what you think? Do you think that they've went too far, or do you think that there is is Diana's words true?
That they go too far. You mean with setting up this whole thing with
Well, just in
getting this whole
general,
thing in
they've
motion
done
with
a lot.
taking out their
Done
mother?
yeah, they've done a lot, and she says that we don't have to be like them. This is where Drew wants to. So there was a part where Monet is trying to have an apology. We talked about that earlier, where she's trying to give an apology, but
She
it don't
really
come out
didn't
as an
know.
apology.
She's not taking responsibility of things she's done.
it's not coming out like the apology that he wants. And this is what I'm going to say about that. We know this character, Monet. She's not sorry for what she did. If somebody had took out any of her kids, she would have took them out. That's what she do. She shoot now, think about it later, maybe. But she don't care about none of that. So I don't think she was sorry for it. That's why she not apologizing for it, because she not sorry. But
that was so freaking hilarious when she was like, "Oh, Drew, you know, I'm sorry about what I did with Gordon.
I had to do what I had to
but
do.
I had to do what I had to do, baby. The way she did that damn U-turn, and he said, "Bitch, you had me fooled for a second. I thought you was gonna apologize."
He went down to the kitchen and he was about to switch her man.
You want to take her out so bad? That was funny.
He was about to give her a whole. He about to mess her meds up, and she would have been dead. So
exactly. But I feel like if you really was about it, Drew, you would have been done the same way you told Diana to smother her with a pillow. You could have smothered her with a pillow when she first got home. You could have been smashed them pills up in her food. I'm just saying, okay? So you ain't really want to do it.
Exactly. That's what I've been saying. If he really wanted to do it, he just would have did it a long time ago. Like, that's my whole thing. But Inga, Diana was saying that if, like, we don't have to be like her, because she catches him about to switch the pills. And she was like, we don't have to be like her. We can be better than her. So I was asking you, do you think that that's true? Can they actually be better than her, or have they went too far and it's too late to come back from it? Or do you think Drew wants to come back from it? Because something tells me Diana does, but Drew don't.
Yeah, that's correct. Diana does.
I agree with that.
Yeah, I agree with Moochie too. That Diana does. Now she got to change her heart. She wanted her mother to live. Remember, he wanted to put a pillow over her face and smother. Now he was trying to you know, give her a whole bottle of Vicodin or something and take her out of here or switch her meds up. So yeah, he's definitely. I think he's done with his mother. I think he's done.
I think
but
Drew
wait
is
till
gone.
she
There's no turning back for him. Diana want to turn back. She already felt, you know, kind of remorseful and she tried to save me and this and that. And I think her finding out that she's pregnant is even more making her feel like, now what kind of mother would I be? And I gotta try to be better than her. But Drew don't give a damn about being better than her. He says she go low, I'm going lower.
No, I'm going to hell with her.
Right.
That's right. Yeah.
Well,
wait a minute. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
She got rid of both of his lovers. The first one she sent away, like she really didn't care for
Everett.
him.
Yeah,
Everett. She put a monkey wrench in that, and now you actually had the second one do the unthinkable.
And then had your father taken out. Yeah. But something y'all said earlier when we was talking about the pregnancy of Diana, said, well, Diana's now going to be around because she's pregnant. Monet might take her out, pregnant and all. She might, when she find out, because she's gonna find out that Diana's the one who went to Kate Egan's house. Okay, she gonna follow up with this Kate Egan.
I don't think she will once she found out she's pregnant, but you never know. I think that's gonna be her saving grace. Before the pregnancy came into it, I thought she was gonna definitely take them both out.
This is the last season, so we got to wrap this up. So it ends in what, September or October, whatever it ends.
Yeah,
we got to wrap it up. So some main characters got to die, y'all.
Yeah.
So everybody can't switch over to a spinoff.
Right.
It's some people that's just not going.
And Diana could go.
But I think that's why they bring the baby in, because they don't want Diana to go. The baby is supposed to be a thing for Tariq.
Drew's definitely
be another thing. I think you got Monet. She gone. I don't think she lives. I think that's a character that's gonna
go to prison or she die.
Yeah, one or the other, but she gone. She's not gone. Drew's not gonna make it. He's gonna die. Like, Drew's gonna die because he don't even have no remorse for it anyway. So I feel like that's what's gonna get him, and Kane are going to go toe to toe. Like, him and Kane is gonna be the one to take out Drew.
Okay. Somebody in your comments said not another Holly situation. Holly was pregnant and Tommy choked her to death. So, so Diana can go. I'm sorry, Diana could go even being pregnant. She could.
Do you think it's possible for it to be a situation similar to that where Tariq might end up taking her out, not knowing
Tariq could do it? Yeah.
That's
maybe
like
Monet
how
might.
Tommy took out.
But she's gonna tell him. That's
I think that's what stops them. Because we could be wrong. I could be wrong, but we see him going to her with a
Yeah,
hammer.
young boy
We
said
know that they're all on his list. He wants to take all them out, and I think that's the only thing she can say to him that's gonna make him stop.
Exactly. And I think that's
that's true
exactly what
because
happened.
Tommy did not know Holly was
I was
pregnant till
just gonna say
after
that
he was
Tommy didn't
gone.
know that
Yeah.
Holly was
Until
pregnant.
Tasha
And
told.
Until Tasha said she was already gone by that. So you're right. Okay.
yeah,
Well, I'm
exactly.
just saying, I'm just trying to see why keep Diana around. Why? I just know.
Because well, I don't listen, Diana. I'm not really like that cool with none of the Tejadas. All the Tejadas,
No.
I understand one of them. I do because I look at stuff from all angles and all sides of it. So do I get them? But do I like Drew? No. Do I like Kane? No. He could go too, but I just don't think he gonna go. But Drew, I think he going, and Monet, I think she gone. I think she out of here. But Diana will be saved by this baby, and she gonna tell Reek, even if it ain't Reek's baby, she gonna tell him that it's his baby because damn it, she gotta save her life. She gotta do something to save her life right then and there when he pull that gun on her. Cause he gonna pull it on her. He gonna be ready to take her out because he know that she set all of that in motion and she tricked him again into doing it and then told everybody else that he didn't. So to me, he want to do it, but he not gonna do it. That baby gonna save her.
Maybe. We have to see. I'm
And I
interested.
think the baby
And
would
now
have
I'm
saved
interested
Holly.
because I like to see if she survives at the end of this whole series. So now
Yeah,
I'm
I really
interested.
feel like the baby would have saved Holly. If Tommy had known that Holly was pregnant, I think that baby would have saved her. And she might not have left.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
So we talked about all of that right there about the pills.
Let me see. We talked about Drew, the pill.
Okay, so he went back. Okay, so it's two more things I want to talk about. Hold on, let me just go through this real quick because we already talked about three things, and then we gonna wrap this on up. So Tariq, and I'm just gonna go through these things, y'all, and then if y'all want to come back to it, then y'all can say, come back to it. But Tariq basically goes back and gets his car because his hoopty dies, and he say, "Look, I'm gonna take my car back." And then this is when we learn that they want to get back in the game and that they done decided that they about to get back in it because they need to make some real money. Now it's out of necessity because everybody broke, right? This is the part where we see Monet. She's saying like, "Hey, have I ruined my kids?" She's talking to Janet, but she doesn't know that Drew is behind her. And this is a moment when we think that Drew might have a soft moment, but I really don't think this really moved him that much, to be fair. Because then she goes right into talking about who shot her. So, I mean, it was just a missed moment for her. But anyway, then we have Diana and the doctor. We talked about that part already. We talked about this whole situation with Obi and Kane and this stupid moment right here where I don't know. My expectations of Noma are shot, y'all. I'm sorry.
Yeah, I mean, no, it's been over for yeah.
2-bit, we get a little 2-bit in this one. We get to see 2-bit, but let's talk about this last part and then anything else that y'all want to talk about, y'all have at it. But Obi, is Obi going to flip? Is Obi gonna flip?
Oh, I thought you were gonna say something else. Okay.
Obi gonna die. So that's
why I thought you were gonna say. That's why I said yes before you even got to
he's out of here. Is he going to? What is he going to do? What is Obi gonna do? Because there's a scene where he's gonna be down at the station. He's gonna be there, so they're gonna be questioning him. And I'm just wondering, what is his move? Inga, you can start. Then Tamika, then Moochie.
He might, because he might be pissed that Noma is pushing him to the side and gonna bring Kane, Kane up the ranks, and then you got Effie doing stuff for her, and Obi, I think Obi is on her last nerve anyway when he tried to come on to her. So I think she knows about them green card things, or she's suspicious of him anyway about them green cards. So I think he could snitch. He could, but he definitely gonna be gone though. I mean, he's another one that needs to go and buy his casket and get a shovel and start digging a hole. And he might as well just start sleeping in the casket because he's gone.
Okay.
He's gone. Yeah, but I think he could possibly snitch.
Okay, Tamika, my question for you is about Effie. Is this a good play for Effie now that the Russian only deals with her? Does this somehow make her safer? Is this a good place for her to be? Like, what do you think about that?
Yeah, she got the upper hand with that. That's why Noma was mad. Like, how y'all going making damn deals, and promises without talking to me first. Now he's saying that he don't want to deal with them unless it's Effie. So, she got to keep her around in order to be able to continue that. So it was smart.
I mean, do
Okay,
you
and then
blame her
Moochie.
though?
Oh, go ahead.
I was saying, do you blame her? Look at how do you look at the they was dealing with the Russians, and it seemed like the adults is doing sloppy business. That's why they don't want to deal with Noma's people.
Yeah. Okay, Moochie, the last one for you. They have a whole conversation going on about what happened, like, and I feel like the pieces are gonna start to come together. But he telling her like, "Why'd you do this?" And she like, "Why'd you do that?" Like, and they ain't done nothing. We all know who are all the culprits in this, but there is still the point that Tasha did actually shoot them shots, and Tariq can't let that part be known. There is that little piece. And there is the piece that Tariq did come there to make the shots, but his mama got there first. There's a lot of stuff going on with this story. How does the relationship between Monet and Tariq, how does this go? Will Tariq have to take her out? Is she gonna figure it out? Like, what's your thoughts just behind this whole thing?
I don't think she's gonna figure it out unless I don't think she's gonna figure it out like that because everybody thinks she's gone already. The only encounter they had was I believe the season that her trial was going on after she got out of court. That's the only interaction we seen with Monet and Tasha. So it's like she's out of sight, out of mind right now. And now they done threw Tommy and Miss Egan in the mix.
And she don't even know her.
Yeah. So it's like she don't know her. So it's like the question is she gonna find that letter, the letter that Sack sent? It's like so many intricate parts. Is she gonna be able to put everything together to blame him, or is she gonna blame the wrong person and it's gonna be consequential for her?
Yeah. So I guess more so I'm thinking that she's gonna figure out that it was her children at
Yeah.
some point. I don't think the fact because Tariq has to protect Tasha. So nobody knows that Tasha had anything to do with it. Now they do know that they wasn't the shooter. They do know that somebody came and messed it up, but nobody knows who it really was that did it as far as them they are concerned. Only Tariq knows. I don't think that part ever comes out.
I
But
don't think it is.
I do think she do put together that them kids had something to do
Yeah,
with.
I
think she
agree.
gonna get the
I
wrong
agree
kid
with
though.
Detroit King's
I
theory
was gonna
about
say
them going and seeing
Detroit is the rat in the corner. He done went on my page and he heard what I said because I already said it. Detroit, I know you done stole my theory.
Nah, he was saying that for a long time though, with her looking at the camera. But I mean, even if they just go to K
Because
house
I said the same thing. I
and
said
she
she gonna go
sees
to
Monet, she know
she gonna go to
Diana
the
and
house and
Monet don't
find
look
out there's
alike.
a camera.
With
She gonna find
Monet red
yeah.
with Diana with that red wig. She gonna be
Yeah,
like, "You not the girl that came."
she gonna she gonna threaten Kate and they're gonna look at the ring camera in the house or something like that. And then I said that same thing too,
Mhm.
Detroit. So don't be trying to copy from me.
That makes sense. That makes sense. That would answer all the questions.
Mm.
And maybe that's why she's screaming like that, because she done found out the truth, or because Drew is laying dead. Oh.
Yeah, that was my next thing is let me see if I can get this up and then we're gonna take this off and then we're about to get up out of here, y'all. Let me get this. Let me see. I gotta get past this so I don't get no whatchamado this.
Yeah, please don't be in me and Moochie's situation.
Yeah.
I just need the
I'm trying to be careful.
The trailer. The trailer is fine. All they'll do is they'll take it out if anything.
I went back in. I'm cocky, motherfucker. Do whatever it takes to convince him to give you that product.
Drew, Noma, Kane, all of these motherfuckers, they have to get it.
Okay,
They
so
have to
I'm
get
pretty
it.
sure that they cut a piece of that off because notice he do not say Diana when he says
Right.
all of those
Mhm.
names.
Drew, Noma, Kane, they have to get it.
Yeah, he
Mhm.
don't even
And
say Monet
that-
name in it.
That
Mhm.
scream could be from Monet, could be that she finds out that it's Diana and Drew,
Exactly.
and that's what that scream
Mhm.
come about. So
Exactly. That's what I think too. Uchi, you got any theories for this next episode?
Not right now. Like I said, I only watched it one time, y'all. I'm like so behind with everything.
Okay,
mhm.
Inga Binga, any theories?
My theory. Man, theory. Well, only theory I guess what I just said is that she's going to find out. She's going to say who the hell, like she said, who the hell is this Kate Egan bitch? So she going to go find out who Kate Egan is. You know, he says Tommy's mother. She gonna go to her house. She gonna find out more about it, and then 2 and 2 together. She gonna that. So I think we're gonna deal with Drew and Diana real soon, but I don't know. And I hope
Yeah.
my theory that Diana dies. That's what I want, but y'all saying it's not gonna happen. But I want Diana and Drew both gone. They can both be gone together.
Oh,
So,
that
and
is
I'm
true.
okay
You
if the
didn't
mama
say
take them
that.
out. I know y'all don't like when parents take out the kids and kids take out parents. I don't care though. So they can
Now,
take.
I wanted Monet in this case. I usually don't like it, but in this case, I wanted Monet to wake up and find out and say they asses out.
Yeah,
Okay,
this is not real.
pop, 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 pop.
Yeah, they can take them out. They can all take each other out. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So yeah.
I really didn't care, but yeah, that didn't
Yeah,
happen.
me too. I mean, you got to be able to, disassociate some stuff. And at the end of the day, because I don't think any of us would glorify drug dealing and killing and all that type of stuff. But when you look at a television show, sometimes you want some people to go. And
Mhm.
I'm glad I would be good with her taking. This how I wanted to. I don't want her to take out Diana only because we know Diana pregnant, and it ain't got nothing to do with her being pregnant. It got to do with me needing Tariq to get some get back. That's the only reason. So I need this baby to live.
But
So
we don't know that that's Tariq baby. It still
but
could be
it's gonna be
Salim.
Tariq baby, Inga. That's my whole plan in my mind. It's
Mhm.
gotta be Tariq baby. I need her to stay around because I need Tariq to get his in the end. That's the only reason for that part of it. Otherwise, I really don't care.
Oh, wait a minute, EJ. So you think that they are going to try to make they always been trying to make him the next Ghost. So are they gonna make her the next Tasha? Because Ghost, married he wasn't really in love with Tasha. He was he wasn't really in love. She wasn't pregnant, but that we know of, but he wasn't in love with her. He was always in love with Angela. So do you think they're gonna try to make her the new
I
Tasha?
feel like they've been trying to recreate it all along, but I just feel like in a world where they trying to recreate stuff, let's recreate. I don't want that to happen, but I do see a version of where Tariq having a kid and him having the same experience that he did with his dad coming full circle. I think that would just
Exactly.
I think that would be like the best karma that we could ever get. That
Right.
would be my thing to see that happen with that. Just so Tariq can see where Ghost, because I think Ghost was horrible, y'all. Like I have never been like a super Ghost did a lot of stuff, but I still like Ghost. But
I like Ghost, even though I know he's bad. I like some villains. I root for some villains. So it's not when all the villains thrown in the fire. I like Ghost, even though he was a terrible father and a terrible husband. I still like him.
Yeah, you root for him at the end of the day. So it's just like I just want Tariq to see that his daddy was right, but only really see it, not just like a little bit see it, but see that we didn't even have to go down this whole entire path. But yeah, Ghost was something else. He did a lot, but at the same time, you wanted him to win, at times. But at times I was like, I can't stand him.
Yeah, most definitely. Yeah. I was feeling that same way too. But I end up still wanting Ghost to when he's going against somebody else, I still want a Ghost to win.
Exactly. Especially,
Yeah.
and then even when it came down to Tariq and Tasha, because that's what made me so mad at Tasha, because I felt like we could have stopped this. Because why didn't we let Tariq learn his lesson? Tariq did all that stuff. Like, didn't nobody else get caught? Tariq got caught. So why are we not letting him learn his lesson? And just because Ghost said that he would take the time, then Tariq turned around and treated him like crap and was like, he said, I can't remember what he said to him. And I'm like, I wouldn't have took it for you either after you just said this mess to me. Like, I don't know. I just got a lot of feelings about Ghost and Tariq, especially in these last parts. I wouldn't have never took no bid for him after the way he was talking to Ghost in the last parts of it. I wouldn't have took the bid.
Ghost was like, yeah, he just said that he wasn't going to, he was not going back to that prison after the experience he had in prison. He was not going back for no Tariq. No.
And
No,
I'm just getting out of prison. You gonna say, teach me the MF and game? Come on. Let me just be quiet.
That part. Girl, I done went down a whole rabbit hole with that. That's why I was like I remember all the stuff that Tariq has done. Like, it's fresh in my mind right now.
Oh, I know. I haven't forgiven. That's the thing, is that's what they're good at doing. I couldn't stand Tariq. I didn't even want to watch book 2 when it first initially started.
Yeah.
I could give a damn about him after how he took out his father. He watched his sister get killed and a whole bunch of other stuff. I mean, he with the Kanan thing, everything. I just didn't like any of it. But now I'm up here hoping that Tariq kind of wiggle his way out of this stuff. So
yeah, I feel the same way.
Yeah, I kind of switched over.
I feel that's the same exact way I feel. I say, because I'm always gonna root for him. Like, I want to see Tariq win, but I just ain't like, I'm not gonna be like, Tariq can't
we need something bad. He needs. Yeah, he can't be a superhero. That's
Exactly.
why I did. That's why I ain't gonna go down this rabbit hole because we gotta wrap this up. But that's the reason why I did like Snowfall. I personally did, because we saw that Franklin kept winning, and we saw some times where he did not win. And he, so right now, Tariq ain't always winning, because right now you getting a little part-time job making $11 now. That ain't really losing, really. He's not. He's still walking around looking good. He ain't like his life is gone to shambles.
He's about to get right back in the game.
He's about to get right back in the game. He ain't really lost, really.
For the same reason Ghost didn't pay for his wrongdoings. It's not do as I say and not what I do. I mean, for a lot of parents, it is. Nobody wants their kids to repeat the same behaviors that they've repeated, just because, And to be fair, Ghost paid with his life. I mean, I know we on the fence about is he or isn't he, but if we just going by what the show gave us,
showed us,
not the theories, if we just go by what the show is, I mean, he did pay with his life through his own son, through his own flesh and blood. To me, that's the biggest payment. I mean, like, you didn't get killed by an op, you got killed by your own
son, and your daughter was murdered. Your daughter was murdered. Your son took you out. Yeah, right.
I mean, he paid a price,
and he did not want. He did not want. If you go back to the early days of Power, I actually been going back and do a rewatch. I'm on season 2 right now because I just wanted to go back, and I've been watching some episodes of OG Power. So if you go back and see, Tariq was a little kid. He was living a good life. He didn't need to be in no game, but now everything that you worked hard for, now it turned around on you. Your son now in the game and walking around with a hammer and all this, so he ended up paying at the end, especially at the end with his life. Yeah, definitely. So
yes, I feel like he paid, and I just think that, like, at the end of the day, like, Ghost was in the game. I mean, it is what it is. He tried to hide it from Tariq. Somebody from his past came and showed it to Tariq. He didn't show it to Tariq. Somebody from his past came and showed it to Tariq, and there it was, boom. And like Tamika said, at that point, Ghost should have been like, look, let me go ahead and let him know what it was, because now Kanan is out here telling him what it is. And he didn't tell him. So to me, that's where Ghost made his biggest mistake, was not talking to Tariq once it came out. But before that, I'm not mad at Noma and Ghost for trying to keep their kids from all this stuff. if you gonna do it and end up having kids, I don't necessarily want my kids to be in it. We see how Kane, Diana, and Drew are. That's a prime example.
That's a
Kids being
fact.
raped,
Yeah,
slapped
that's
in
a
the middle of
fact.
it.
Yeah. Yeah.
But you know, but
And
that's
you
a
can't
good,
be
that's a
doing
good
drug dealing
rewatch.
around your kids and then think they not gonna turn to that life, you know. I mean, if you doing it around them and that's all they know. We talked about that with that BMF with the lady on the Moochie did the review on the thing. What's the lady
Tanisha,
First
Tanisha,
lady,
Tanisha.
Tanasa Welch.
yeah, when they see, if you're doing that around your kids, of course your sons and whoever, your niece, nephews, cousins, they all gonna get into it too. So I mean, I don't know. I mean,
Yeah,
I was talking about mostly with Monet part that
yeah,
she put her kids in this,
yeah,
She put yeah. So I mean, both her and the father,
yeah.
Lorenzo, just as guilty too. So
All right, y'all. So what y'all got going on your channels? Inga, you can start. I know you just did something, didn't you?
oh yeah, I said at the beginning of the month, that the whole month of June, I was dedicating to Tupac. So I was doing a lot of his movies and talking about him. So today, and it's also his birthday today. Happy heavenly birthday to him. He would have been 53 had he lived. And so I did Poetic Justice. And actually, I thought it was a good one for me to do because also in there, he showed he was a good father. And the day is Father's Day. So he was, he was a good father because it was a crappy mother in there, and that and it was a nice love story. So I did that today. Then I did a reality talk with a Candy and Monique Johnson, and then I guess tomorrow we're doing the show, right?
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah. So, and I don't know what else I got during the week. I'm sure it'll be something else. But I don't have nothing set up yet. But keep your notifications on.
Okay. Cool. Moochie, what you got going on? I know you playing catch up. So
I'm
what you gonna
playing
be doing?
catch up. All I could say is keep y'all notifications on. I'm gonna hit the ground running. I got it's stuff I gotta watch. I still gotta put notes. It's so much stuff that I gotta put together.
Oh, take your time though,
so far
Moochie. Please
behind.
don't overwhelm
But
yourself.
look,
Take your time.
It is what it is, y'all. Just keep y'all
Yeah, shoot.
notifications on and bear with me, okay?
Yeah, and just like you ain't got to go back. Just start from where we at now, and just
Yeah, that's what I said too. You ain't got to go back because then
Yeah, I think I
yeah, because that's gonna be too much.
yeah.
I'll talk to you. Don't be trying to put too much.
I'm really trying to really stay awake right now. I had when I stepped away, I went and got coffee to stay awake for this.
Yeah, but don't be
And I'm
standing up
still
all night to
tired.
try to catch up on the last few things that just start from this week on. This week coming in here on. Just don't worry about the what happened already. So
Yeah. Tamika Boo Boo, what you got going on, Miss Ma'am?
We just actually joined Nita earlier for the pregame for House of Dragon. Of course, that came back tonight, and we will be joining her panel every Monday. And then, of course, y'all know we do the Shaw Monday as well. So another busy day tomorrow. My interview with a vampire is up for anybody that watches that, and of course, Sisters is Wednesday, and it just keep going and going and going and going again. Keep your notifications on. And that's it.
Okay. For those who watch House of Dragons just came back out. Mika, Nita, I think Lexa Targaryen, Moochie, and somebody else. I can't remember who the other person is, but they're all going to be doing that. So definitely check them out.
Yeah, Tiff from the spot.
Tiff is also going to be in there.
Okay, okay. Y'all got a nice panel down. Okay.
Yeah, and then Ashley from My Sweet Perspective, she's also going to be doing House of Dragon. I think she does it later on that Monday as well. So if you like House of Dragon, it's going to be a lot of people of color also talking about this show. So definitely support them and go and hang out with them and help get their views up and all that stuff. Put them in the algorithm, as my girl Moochie says. So wanted to just do that as a PSA. And then as far as my channel is concerned, child, I don't know what I got going on. I think this week, oh yeah, I just need y'all to know this. I did change the movie. I was doing Bad Boys, but I changed it back to Dreamgirls because I want to go ahead and do that one. Um, and then so we're gonna do Dreamgirls instead of that because I also don't know when they're gonna take it off the thing because they take it off so much.
They do. They come on and
For
off.
some
Yeah.
reason.
hmm
So you
So
That's
need to
why I
get
was.
on it now. Then
That's why I was trying to go on. I was going to review it, and that's why I said, "Oh, when Tamika mentioned something to me, and I said, let me reach out because." So yeah, there's no
can I
need
say
for.
one more thing?
Oh, go
yes,
ahead.
Pam, please go.
We are going to be doing the coldest winter ever. We talked about that. It's gonna be like a late night thing where we're having a book club where we discuss different parts of the book. So if you have not read the book, you can get the book. They actually have someone reading it on YouTube, so you could check that out. Just put it in the search tab, and or you could actually get the audio copy also. So keep your notifications on. I'm just trying to get a time where we could all where all the ladies can be are available to do so. Okay.
Okay, cool, cool,
Oh
cool.
yeah, let me know so I can start going. I guess I should start going back listening to it now. Then.
Yeah, because
Yeah.
I want to try to do something probably by this Saturday. So
Oh, that's
that's
real
that's
fast. Oh
that's
my
the
god.
that's the goal. I'm gonna put it up in the community tabs. But like I said, keep your notifications on because we gotta coordinate our schedule.
Okay. Okay,
Yeah.
cool. So make sure y'all look out for that on the community tab from Moochie. And then as far as my channel is concerned, I'm trying to finish my interview with the vampire. Honestly, y'all having to get up super early these days. I don't know if I'm gonna be able to do it tonight, so it'll probably be tomorrow when I'm able to do it. But we are doing the shy tomorrow night, and then I'll probably do like a first impression over House of Dragon. I'm not necessarily going to like review it on a weekly basis, but I might just do like quick chats over it, every now and again, maybe a scene or something like that. And then I am going to be gearing up to get ready for my other show, The Family Business. It come back on July the 5th. So I have some stuff coming out for that. And then it's something else. I can't remember what else. Oh, Interview with the Vampire. That'll be up. And I don't know what else. Something else that I was looking at that I was supposed to do. I'm not gonna have any power stuff up because I feel like I done powered out everything. Like honestly, I just feel like I done talked about it like a lot. So I'm probably not gonna do any actual videos unless they're like a theory video or something. And if that's gonna be the case, I don't even know what it's gonna be. So y'all might not see no power stuff from me because I have like at least 3 lives I know, or 2 lives at least that I've talked about power. So
No.
but other
No,
than
I
that,
only want to talk about it 2 times. I'll do my thing and then I'll talk about it with y'all. I'm tired of talking about this, a
yeah.
whole bunch of times after that because then you
Yeah.
just repeating yourself out the while too.
Yeah, so
So
I don't know if I don't think I'm gonna have a actual because I didn't do a video. Usually I would have did a video and then I would have started talking about it, but this time I didn't get a chance to do so. So I'm not gonna double back and do it. I'm just gonna keep going
keep
and
going. Yeah.
but all right, y'all. We're about to get up out of here. We appreciate everybody for coming through. Lemon Kush Pepper, Detroit Kings, appreciate you. Nakima, Monica M, thanks for all your conversation. Miss Kira, Young Boy 24, thank you for coming through. DeMarcus, always a pleasure. Our girl Latoya was in the building. Steven was in the building. We appreciate you guys. RC was in the building. Brillo came through. OG, the knowledge, hold on, I'm messing up your name. OG, oh yeah, OG knowledge came through. Thank you for coming through. Appreciate you. And anybody else who came through that didn't say anything, we had over 50 people in the building at one point. So we thank you guys for coming through. Derry B, we appreciate you. Havana, all of you guys for always supporting. Make sure to hit the like button before you get up out of here, guys. If you're watching this on the replay, make sure to go ahead and type in hashtag replay gang and all that good stuff. And y'all know we'll be back up to the same shenanigans next week doing the same thing again, talking about power. And y'all just drop in the comments if y'all got something to say, and we'll talk to you guys later. Peace.